everybody, my name is Benjamin Bloom. I have just witnessed Brentford 2, Sheffield Wednesday 0 in what turned out to be a rather one-sided game in the Championship today at Griffin Park. Brentford have started well. They had a 5-1 on the opening day and then they drew away at fancied Stoke. So they were in 11th on 4 points. Wednesday only with 1 point to their name so far this season. So you would have made Brentford favourites. This project of theirs has been building for a few years. So the teams lined up. Brentford in a 4-2-3-1. Bentley in goal. Dalsgaard, Konsa, Meepham, Barbe across the back. McLeod and McEachran are the two centre midfielders. They started with Canos on the right, Sawyers in the middle and Watkins on the left of that row, but they were very fluid, those three. Mapai up front. Wednesday, I was expecting three at the back and I didn't get it. Dawson in goal, Baker right back, Lees and Pudel were the centre backs, Thornley was the left back. Hutchison ends up in midfield. My research led me to believe he'd be playing centre half, so Wednesday fans, let me know if I've got that wrong, but maybe that was to cope with the Brentford midfield. Bannon, Pelopessi make up the midfield. Matthias, I don't know what happened to Reach. He was tweeted out as being in the team, but no sign of him. So Matthias to the right, Nui, the big guy down the middle, Forestieri off to the left. Off we went. Wednesday attacking free kick on 5. Great counter. Dalsgaard fees Watkins. He puts it across the box and Mapai is stretching for it. Can't quite reach it to slide that in. Watkins in off the left on 12 into the box. Baker does just enough to put him off and it runs through to Dawson. In goal on 13, Dalsgaard. It bounces back out to him. I think he's just trying to hit it as hard as he can into the penalty area. I don't know if he was certain where this one was supposed to go. Where it did end up going was 12 yards out to a completely unmarked McLeod, who completely misses his kick. Count these up. First good chance for Brentford. They're a bit fortuitous, came at him at some speed, but still should be making some kind of contact with that rather than missing his kick. On 19 minutes, out of nothing, if you're going to play away at Brentford, they're going to create chances, so don't do this for goodness sake. Barbe throws it in from the left and it's Hutchinson with the tug on McLeod. Down he goes right in front of the ref, and it's a really silly penalty. You know you're going to do a lot of defending away at Brentford, a lot of concentrating. They move and they pass quickly. Sometimes you just have to hold your position, and this was rather foolish, let's just say. Up steps Mapai. 19 minutes, right-footed. Keeper goes the wrong way. Nice penalty. 1-0 Brentford. Bit of a limp surrender for the first goal for Wednesday. Watkins and Canos switch. Watkins in off the right this time, shoots left-footed. Dawson spills it. Mapai is in, but Dawson just managed to gather it up. Baker gets stranded up the pitch. Rare attack from right back for him. Canos is in behind. He cuts in left to right. Shoots, takes a nick and floats through to Dawson. Wednesday with a rare breakout. Bannon, long range, left-footed, way wide. I think that's their first chance. 33 minutes I've got down here, but on 36 a really good chance. Brilliant from Bannon. He accelerates and squeezes through the two Brentford players in centre midfield, drives forward, slides it through to Matthias. I was further down in the stand, so I can't say whether he was on or off. It looked close. He was either just onside or just offside, I think. He takes a touch. He's in on goal. Shoots weakly left-footed and Bentley makes the save. He should have scored there on 36 to make it 1-1. Great chance, great play from Bannon. Short corner to Brentford into Canos. He's on the left-hand corner of the box. I thought this was actually a decent enough chance, purely because Canos had a couple of good markers to curl the ball around to the far post, and he didn't hit the target there, and there was no way Dawson was seeing that. If that was anywhere on target into that corner, probably a goal. So I would have that down as a reasonable chance. The last 5 minutes of this half was a bit of an outlier because Wednesday were actually the better side. This, I would say, was the only period of the game they were. This coincided with Bannon actually managing to find space and Wednesday managing to find him with the ball. That said, for the space he found, there was not a lot in terms of chances created. So that takes us to the end of the first half. As you'd expect, Brentford with more possession. A bit of a soft goal given it was a tug and a penalty. A couple of good other Brentford chances, but still, in terms of good chances, Wednesday had that one for Matthias, who probably should have scored. So sometimes the stats and the scores lie a little bit, and 1-0 Brentford, maybe a fair scoreline, but the way it was reached was a little bit strange, because it could have been, if Wednesday don't concede the penalty and they do put that chance in, they actually could have been winning that half, which I think most people would admit would have been a bit of a smash and grab, let's just say. Into the second half, Hutchinson is taken out and Preston comes in for Wednesday, and he's going to play further forward. They did look a bit confused by this in midfield, so it's a bit clearer that Bannon and Pelupesi are going to sit, and Preston's going to be further forward to give some kind of support to Newey, Forestieri and Matthias up front. Sawyers crosses in, headed out. Canos is on the edge of the area. He swipes at the half volley, well wide from him. Watkins away down the left on 49. Lovely ball slid into Canos. He's right in the middle of the goal in the penalty box. He's one-on-one. He hits it left-footed, and Dawson makes the save. I think he should have scored that one as well. Please don't think I've got some kind of vendetta against Canos, but he didn't necessarily have his final product tweaked today, let's just say. Sawyers breaks into the box on 52, runs from Mapai, good touch, lovely back heel by Mapai. In goes Watkins, he's coming in off the left, and I think it's Bannon gets all the way back with him to make a goal-saving block. I think Watkins as well was pretty much in 6 yards out there, so well done Bannon. Dalsgaard takes a yellow on Forestieri on 55. Small moment for Wednesday here. Preston scampers around the back in the kind of front left position of the penalty box. He lifts it across. Matthias is on the back post. It comes down. He cannot control the volley as he watches it down, and it goes over. And then pretty much from this period of territory for Wednesday coming forward, they concede the second goal. There's a 50-50 in midfield, a big whack. It breaks for Brentford and gets slid through to Mapai again. I'm not well positioned to tell you whether that was onside or offside, but the flag stays down. Mapai is in from way out. Classic striker having probably too much time to think about this. He's running in on goal diagonally towards the centre from the right hand side. Seems to want to go around Dawson in the goal. It looked like he was gonna mess it up. Dawson comes out and they kind of get, I think he gets a touch possibly, but Watkins is backing up and it gets slid just to the left, and Watkins slides it into the empty net, and it's 2-0 to Brentford, and pretty much game over at that point with sort of 30 minutes to go. You don't see Wednesday coming back, and Brentford, obviously the way they keep the ball, going to be very comfortable playing it 2-0 up. Brentford are swarming over the centre mid. 67 here, slid into Canos. He's in on goal again and shoots left-footed at Dawson. You can see this pattern that Brentford had last year, top of all the stats for shooting, but they don't convert all of these chances they make, let's just say. Bannon, lovely chip left to right. Baker gets in behind. He's made the run from right back. He gets a pretty decent touch, but he's marshalled out and can't get the shot in on goal. Dalsgaard makes the symmetrical run for Brentford from right back. He smashes it across the box, but there's no one there to put it in. Makoto comes in for McLeod on 71. A bit more of a presser, I would say, than a passer. Ben Rama, who I haven't seen, comes in for Canos, who probably could have scored 2 on a different day if he'd had his shooting boots on. Sawyers glides inside Makoto to Watkins. He's into the box, tries the Thierry Henry, the on-the-run curling right footer, puts that one wide. Brentford really could have won this by a lot. Bannon feeds Forestieri, he shanks wide a right footer. Frustrating afternoon for Forestieri there. Fletcher in for Matthias, and then Judge comes in for Watkins, although Judge ends up playing on the right and Benrahma on the left for most of the last 10 minutes. Mapai, he's in one-on-one again with the centre halves. He shifts it to the right-hand side, generates chance to get the right-footed shot on, and he hits that straight at Dawson as well. Penny comes in for Pudel. Two more chances. Incredible pass by Judge. He gets the ball played into him and spins back his right shoulder, flips the outside of his right foot at it and plays it round the outside of the defender for Mapai to run the other side. Absolutely brilliant pass from him. He's in one-on-one. Again, this is saved. Judge follows it in, lashes his shot over. So many chances in this second half. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Brilliant turn by Benrahma, and he's clear through on goal. He wants what I assume would be his first Brentford goal. Don't beat me up in the comments, I'm not a Brentford expert. If he scores this, Judge is completely clear with an open goal if he just knocks it to the right, and he sees his shot saved by Dawson. Judge is furious with this because it could have been an easy tap in there, but you've got to back yourself when you're one-on-one to score. So the game ends 2-0 to Brentford. As you can tell by my comments, could have been way more. Wouldn't be an exaggeration to say they could have scored 5 again, and these were good chances as well, you know, one-on-ones with people running through. So some credit needs to go to Dawson in the Wednesday goal. Didn't have much chance for the penalty, and on the one occasion where they got the one-on-one and slid the ball to the side of the keeper, they scored the second goal and they pretty much saved everything else. So pretty frustrating afternoon for Dawson in goal for Wednesday. Let's deal with Brentford. They looked very good. This is deep into the Dean Smith managerial reign. The project they've built up, they all know the positions, they know the system, the passing's good, the fullbacks get forward. They look pretty solid at the back, although obviously the defence is predicated on the fact of not giving the other team the ball. But Mepham, Konsa, Barbe and Dalsgaard are big, so I suppose one way you could get at Brentford is to, you know, play around those two with pacey players, but that didn't happen today for Wednesday. McEachran and McLeod, good in midfield. As you know, if you've watched my channel, Ryan Woods is one of my favourite players. I think he's not in the team at the moment because of all the links away to Swansea. So I guess if you're a Brentford fan, you want that sorted out and Woods back in the team because he's an excellent player. Watkins looks good. I think they might get some bigs for him in January. Canos didn't have his finishing boots on today. If he did, he was probably the most guilty of wasting chances, him and Mapai, but Mapai did get on the score sheet. Sawyers interested me today because he didn't much stay in the 10 position. He drifted around quite a lot, and I wouldn't say he was not effective, but he was, what I'll say is he sacrificed himself today to move into deeper positions to play another. So Sawyers, you know, improving there a lot. So it looks good for Brentford if they can have that template in a lot of the home games. Their finishing needs to be better when they get tight games against the good sides, but I think they could get the playoffs this season. And what most Brentford fans would have said, if you took out their terrible start they had last season, they would have got the playoffs. So perhaps Brentford for the playoffs might be a stronger bet this season. We'll see how much traffic there is up there. If the relegated teams can, you know, function in the top 6, that'll decrease the chances of that happening. But well played Brentford, easy winners today. Should have won by more. Obviously, with my Ipswich Town fan hat on, we're off to Sheffield Wednesday this weekend. I know there'll be a midweek game. I don't know who Wednesday are playing then. Wednesday didn't look that good today. I'm not sure whether it was a combination of Brentford playing well or Wednesday playing badly, or Wednesday playing badly and making it easy for Brentford. Bannon was the standout player, as he often is, but they couldn't really get him on the ball so much. Newey, who I know can look a world beater, sometimes looked kind of slow and cumbersome today. And Forestieri was stuck out on the left, didn't get on the ball at all. It seems that the team is set up to feed Bannon and Forestieri the ball, so that would seem to be the approach that Ipswich would need to take at the weekend to stop them getting on the ball. But I'd be interested from Wednesday fans' point of view. It didn't look very settled today. What the expectations are, what the personnel is going to be. It seems a long time ago that we used to say Wednesday had Hooper and Rhodes and Forestieri and Fletcher, and they had these really great forward players. Also, what happened to Reach today? He's been a very good player when I've seen him the past couple of seasons, and he wasn't around today. So let me know in the comments, if you're a Wednesday fan, what the expectations are, and how poor was that performance today, and how much of it was Brentford. Brentford fans, let me know in the comments where you expect to finish. Can you do playoffs or even better this season, and what potentially might stop you? Follow me at Twitter on Benjamin Bloom. Like I say, please comment. I'll try and read and reply. I'm interested in learning more from fans who watch these teams week in, week out. I do not profess to be an expert. I just say what I see when I go to the games. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I'll try and get to see these two teams more, and I'll certainly be seeing Sheffield Wednesday at the weekend. You can catch the Blue Monday podcast. That's an Ipswich show. We're recording that tonight. There will be a match review from Ipswich Derby after the game on Tuesday. Then we'll have a preview for the Sheffield Wednesday game and a review. So if you are a Wednesday fan, it is worth subscribing, because we'll be talking about Wednesday a lot this coming week. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry if the sun's dazzling the video. I haven't really got the best shot here in West London. And we'll see you very soon for some more content. Over and out.